Ethan Cole was known across New York as the man who never slept. At 39, he had everything people admired: a skyscraper office, luxury cars, and a company worth millions. But he also had something he tried hard to ignore: an empty apartment and a life full of unfinished conversations. For years, Ethan believed success was built on speed. He woke before sunrise, skipped meals, canceled holidays, and never answered calls that weren't labeled urgent. He built an empire, yes, but somewhere along the way he lost parts of himself: friends, laughter, and the warmth of a family he never had time to create. One cold autumn morning, while rushing to a meeting, Ethan's car broke down near a small bakery in Brooklyn. Irritated, he stepped inside to wait for a tow truck. The moment he crossed the door, he was hit by warmth: fresh pastries, soft music, and the sound of people actually talking to each other. Behind the counter stood Clara Bennett, the owner. Her hands were dusted with flour, her smile simple but sincere. "You look like someone who needs breakfast," she said. It was the first time in years someone spoke to him without wanting a deal, a signature, or money. Ethan returned the next day, and the next, and the next. Clara introduced him to a life where success wasn't measured in dollars but in moments: laughing with customers, closing the shop early to walk in the park, celebrating small victories. Slowly, Ethan felt himself changing. His phone stayed silent longer. His smile came easier. His thoughts became clearer. One evening, after helping Clara clean the bakery, he said the words he never expected: "I've built a business empire, but I've never built a life." Clara looked at him softly. "Then maybe it's time to build both." Months passed. Ethan reorganized his company, hired people he trusted, delegated tasks, and finally took weekends off. Investors were confused. Ethan Cole slowing down? Impossible. But profits didn't fall. In fact, they rose. A rested leader, it turned out, made smarter decisions. 2 years later, Ethan stood in front of a new sign above the bakery: Cole and Bennett. Not a corporate expansion, a family business. Behind him, Clara held his hand, and their little daughter played with flour on the counter. Ethan had built two empires: one of steel and glass, and one of love, laughter, and warm bread. And the second one was the one he had always needed.